With neonicotinoid pesticide ban, France's birds make a tentative recovery. Study: France celebrates 2% bird recovery after poisoning them for 30 years. Greetings, fellow observers. Commander Zix here with breaking news from Earth, where humans have apparently discovered that poisoning insects also kills the birds that eat insects. France just celebrated a 2 to 3% recovery in insectivorous bird populations after banning neonicotinoid pesticides in 2018. But here is the fascinating part. They introduced these chemicals in the 1990s, watched massive bee die-offs throughout the 2000s, fought chemical companies for a decade to ban them, then immediately granted exemptions to use them again. You can't make this up. So here's what happened. Bayer patented imidacloprid in 1985 as the first commercial neonicotinoid. Translation: by the early 2000s, mass bee die-offs started appearing across Europe. Research showed these chemicals affected bee navigation even in tiny doses. The chemical industry's response? Bayer and Syngenta launched furious lobbying against restrictions. They sent letters claiming member states were driven by a small group of activists and hobby beekeepers. They threatened lawsuits. They funded studies claiming banning neonicotinoids would cost Europe 6 billion euros. Apparently very persuasive. Let me paint this picture for you, space observers. Researchers studying 57 bird species across nearly 2,000 sites found populations at pesticide-threatened sites were 12% lower. The European Union finally banned these chemicals in 2018 after massive public pressure. France went even further with a total ban. So naturally, when sugar beet crops faced aphid problems in 2020, the government immediately granted exemptions for 2021 and 2022. Environmental groups sued. Courts initially upheld the exemptions. Then in 2023, the European Court of Justice ruled the exemptions completely legal. The irony is absolutely stunning. But wait, it gets better. After 4 years, bird populations increased by just 2 to 3%. Scientists estimate full recovery will take 10 to 25 years because neonicotinoids persist in soils and water. Meanwhile, the United States still uses them widely and has lost almost 3 billion insectivorous birds since the 1970s. The testing system that failed to prevent the crisis, humans repeated every decade with zero improvements. The issue is not whether these pesticides harm wildlife, it is that humans celebrated achieving 2% recovery from self-inflicted ecological devastation as an environmental victory. This is Commander Zix reminding you that while Earth continues celebrating evidence-based conservation, it simultaneously maintains that broken regulatory system that caused the problem. Apparently, the bar for success is remarkably low on this planet.